Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly psychic tarot reading. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. I'm going to be looking at the overall energy of the month, hidden blessings, what you're leaving behind, how to get the most of your month, side quests, and what you need to be mindful of in the month of April. So let's go ahead and dig in. Scorpio, in the month of April, we've got the World card. Wow. Talk about starting off with a bang. It looks like you're ending a cycle and beginning a cycle. You've got the whole world at your hands. It looks like you've got options. Wow, that's really amazing. It feels like this feels very powerful. There's a lot of wisdom coming in as well that I'm seeing. You're moving to calmer waters. It looks like you're moving away from a painful cycle. So you're ending a very brutal cycle, very painful. So this moving to calmer waters is fantastic. Looks like you might be spending more time to yourself as you're letting go of someone or something in your environment. This feels good. This feels in the right direction. This feels like with your alignment. Beautiful. All right, the hidden blessings for the month of April is the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is the second time we're still at the beginning of your reading, and the Ten of Swords in reverse has shown twice now. So, ending a painful cycle. This is your hidden blessing, is that it feels like things have been very difficult for you, maybe for a long time. This could be, for some of you, ending a cycle that started maybe in 2014, 2008. These are big cycles, long cycles that you've been exploring. Betrayal, perspective. Wow. Okay, so it looks like more hidden blessings are around work. It looks like people want to work with you. They're seeing your abilities, capabilities. Wow. There's this energy here. I'll come back to that. I'm not sure what that's referring to. But there is, with the Knight of Cups, it looks like messages of love coming in. And so that's a blessing. It also looks like you're able to overcome obstacles very efficiently. So something about the cycle you just finished, this very painful cycle, it looks like you're starting to pick up speed, and it's like you've been through strength training in your past. This last cycle has given you the opportunity to really learn from what you've been through, and it looks like you've been learning a lot, really incorporating these aspects. Okay, it looks like there's someone in your energy. It's like a couple. It's like someone who's very inconsistent with their energy, and someone who's like a player. Feels like both of them are players, but one's feminine and one's masculine. There's some type of deception going on. It feels like this couple is hoodwinking you. I don't know. This is such a specific message. Let me know if this is resonating. It's like they don't want you to receive blessings, but you're in this energy of truth and honesty. And it's like that. What I'm gathering are there are people around you who are just used to being in the energy of deception. Just, it's very easy for them to lie, half-truths, painting kind of pictures of delusion and illusion. And what I'm getting here, the main issue is you've just got the energy of truth with you. And I don't even feel like this is talking about you have to defend yourself or stand up for yourself. It feels like you just are walking your truth. You are living your truth. And so whatever anybody says to try to project something about you that is not true, it just doesn't stick because the proof's in the pudding. It doesn't feel like you're trying to stop them or even caring about what they're saying. It feels like you're focusing on this new beginning of yours and moving forward. And I think that's partially what's upsetting these people, this person. It feels like a couple in the present energy, is that they don't matter enough for you to sabotage yourself and ruin a new beginning for yourself. You're moving on. You're like, lessons learned. And I think that's messing with their ego, that they're not a more important role. And it feels like whoever this is, they did have an important role in your life. But it was lessons. It was that painful cycle. Wow. Okay, Scorpio, let's look at what you're leaving behind. Oh my, yes. 5 of Swords, winning at any cost. Someone sabotage, trying to, this definitely has the energy of patriarchy, of someone gets to be a overlord. Someone gets to have power over others, and it looks like you're leaving behind people who believe that they should have some type of power or control over you, over what you think, your moves, how you show up in the universe. Yeah, there's no love here. This feels like someone you've poured yourself into. You've poured and poured, and they never reciprocated. And that's not love. That's manipulation. That's using people. That's, yeah. So it looks like you're leaving behind any type of decisions as well where you don't consider yourself. That's just being smart. It feels like there have been people in your life who put themselves first all the time, but when you do it, then somehow you're selfish because you're not giving to them, or you're not giving enough to them, or something like that. That's what you're leaving behind. That's amazing. Beautiful. All right, Scorpio, for the month of April, how to get the most of your month is the Empress in reverse. Interesting. The Empress is divine feminine energy. It's abundant. It's fertile. It's nurturing and loving. Anyone or anything around the Empress will grow, will expand with that nurturing energy. What is that? Okay. it looks like those who are not nurturing, those who are not, it feels like what I'm getting here with the Judgment in reverse as well is those who do not transform, that are not on the transformational path. It's letting go. It's not your job to heal everyone. It's not your job to tell people how to think or how to perceive, where they should go, what they should do with their life. There's something here about, even if you don't perceive it, it's allowing people to make the decisions. You're giving yourself permission to make new decisions, new set points, new ideas. And this is talking about allowing others their right to have their own path, have their own vision. It's letting go, not fighting for who's right, but just letting go of those who don't agree with you, who don't want to nurture you. Instead of trying to convince them and heal them and get them, convincing people to love you, convincing people to nurture you. If they don't perceive that, if that's not an inclination they naturally have, let that go. Let that go. It might be very natural and something that you're comfortable with, being around people who are not nurturing. There's this message here about trying to fix people and sure that you have the right view. You might have the right perspective, completely seeing things clearly. It is still important to let people come to their awakening, their beliefs, their lessons when they're ready. You can't rush people to their lessons. Maybe the people in your environment are not going to wake up for lifetimes. Maybe they're on a different trajectory. They want to really explore going denser, going darker as everybody else is expanding. And so to judge their path as somehow not as good as you, or somehow you're better, might get you missing the point of your own journey. If you need to take others down, if you need to make others bad, something, well, that's a good message. I feel like we're talking a little bit about spiritual ego here. And I know as a reader and as someone who works with the non-physical energies, this is a good reminder for me too, that just because I'm perceiving something it might be for me, but not for anyone else. And that's why you're using discernment right now, deciding which messages are for you and which you can move on or let go because they might be for someone else. So interesting. All right, Scorpio, the side quest for this month is the Emperor in reverse. Interesting. We've got the Empress and the Emperor in reverse right next to each other. So, wow, we're really looking at clearing out toxic feminine and toxic masculine traits. It looks like, who is this? The Emperor in reverse. It's control. People who need to control others. They're very fearful and very afraid, and lack of inner confidence, inner strength. And so this type of energy needs to control everybody in their environment so they can feel okay about themselves. This is not someone who leads well. This is someone who leads by dictatorship. Ooh, there's something with timing here. Yeah. Take the time to feel. So you might have been in a connection with someone who has this kind of controlling attitude, their way or the highway. They need to be the boss. And it looks like right now, wow, your side quest is to feel the feelings. It looks like you've broken up with whoever this is. This doesn't have to be a relationship. This could be a father figure, a bad boss. It feels like whoever it is in your environment that needs to control you. And it does seem around the house and home there's a lack of celebration, and it's been unhappy, and yet there's this grieving that's coming up, and I'm getting that a side quest is to allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to grieve the loss of this. Allow yourself to cry unconsolably. Allow yourself to allow those tears. Allow yourself to feel the feelings that you're feeling instead of trying to suppress or repress them. Yeah, it's not that you are missing the poor treatment and whatever you had to go through, but you're allowed to have your feelings, no matter how complicated they are. Missing someone who was cruel to you, it's confusing, and I'm getting that the side quest for this month, Scorpio, is to feel your feelings. Don't try to spiritually bypass your emotions. There's a message here that this is spiritual too. That being love and light and just happy, trying to be happy all the time, isn't a spiritual journey of authenticity, at least. And so there's something here really beautiful about giving yourself the space to feel all the uncomfortable feelings that have been coming up around this. Beautiful. All right, Scorpio, in the month of April, what to be mindful of is the Seven of Wands, protecting your energy, setting healthy boundaries. I agree. It looks like you're learning how to hold space for yourself. Even going back to your side quest energy is holding space for yourself, allowing yourself to feel whatever you're feeling when you're feeling it, instead of trying to heal it, change it, not allow it, judge it. Okay, some of you were criticized and judged harshly for your feelings, for your emotions. So part of healing of your divine feminine is allowing yourself, well, both sides actually, divine feminine and divine masculine, allowing yourself to feel exactly what you're feeling, allowing yourself to accept that you're right where you are. And where you are is right where you need to be. So if right where you are is where you need to be, and you don't like where you are, then what is it that you're doing there? Why do you think that it's important that you're somewhere emotionally, mentally, maybe even physically where you don't want to be? Either you're physically not in the environment you want, or you don't like your physical body. It feels like acceptance and allowing yourself to feel just what you're feeling without allowing other people to tell you that something's wrong with who you are and how you are, how you're showing up. It looks like you're learning an inner confidence. You are, by allowing yourself, the strong people, the confident people, are not the people who consistently and chronically push their emotions away so they never have to feel anything. Those are actually the people who are afraid of their emotions, and that's why they are cowards. I know I have been a coward in the past too. I know I have allowed my fear, I've centered fear, and so I made decisions that weren't for my best interests or in the interests of the people around me because I was afraid. I was afraid of how I would feel. I was afraid. And there's something here about chronic wounding and being afraid purposefully in your childhood so you would be more easily controlled. And it looks like once you start recognizing and healing these childhood wounds and allowing yourself to feel what you're feeling when you're feeling it, then you start understanding your emotions and you don't feel like you have to control your environment. You can handle whatever happens. You can handle whatever comes down the line. That's what you're showing yourself, is that as painful as emotions are, I know how to deal with them. I know how to feel them. I know what are my emotions and what is not my emotions. It feels like you're getting a mastery of how to work with your emotions and your desires and your feelings, and learning how to hold space for yourself so you're invincible going forward. Wow. So, all right, that's your reading, Scorpio. I hope that was helpful. Have a great month.